Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the BurtnBurger Show. This is episode 6, and I need to start off with fucking huge-ass news. Bert, I'm sorry you told me to fix my microphone. It's redding out big time right now, but this is fucking huge fucking news, so I hope you can forgive me when you edit this.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was just going to say, yeah, I'm here too.
Oh, yeah, Bert's here, guys. Guys, Bert, Uncle Scott went to jail.
Okay. Yeah, you were pretty excited before this about letting me know what's up, and I was like, yeah, no, if this is like the last time there was quote unquote big news, I'm gonna be disappointed. But wow,
Uncle Scott went to jail.
What kind of jail? Like shivving a guy in the neck jail, or like
the butt fucking kind?
No,
I mean he went to jail, but
what the fuck?
Holy shit!
How did he manage that?
Oh no!
Like today?
Last night.
Okay.
My grandma's just sitting there at 10 o'clock at night. She gets a phone call. Scott's there. And she goes, "Why are you in jail?" And Scott goes, "I stole a donut."
No way.
And my grandma's like, "All right, I'm coming."
No way. It finally bit him in the ass. Wow.
Oh, man.
He must have put up a fight or something. I doubt, like, the people at Walmart, would really, get after him for that.
Yeah, he was probably swinging haymakers. I don't know. So, guys, this is so much shit has happened in the past couple of days. I can't wait to explain it all on the podcast here. But, oh, man. Yep, Scott went to jail. He's got a court hearing in March. Figure out what they're going to do with him.
Wait a minute. So, like, 3 or 4 days March? Or, like, how long is he in there?
Oh, no, my grandparents bailed him out last night,
so
okay. He's not in there right now, but...
That's good.
Yeah. Gosh, this is literally the type of client that Better Call Saul would have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I should call Scott and just say, "Better Call Saul."
Yeah. I don't know if he'd get the reference, but...
Yeah, he wouldn't. But so Scott always told me that he stole donuts. It's something he's proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he would go to stores and he'd take a donut out of the thing and he'd just walk around and eat the donut and then throw the wrapper away, and that's it.
A true American.
He told me that he stole from Walmart and stuff like that. And they call him in. And there's people in there he's never seen before, and Scott thought he was getting a promotion, and he was all excited.
Yeah.
And then they ended up firing his ass and called the cops on him.
Dang. Walmart's fucking savage, dude.
Dude, yeah. Well, apparently they've been watching him for a long time, I guess.
I see.
So yeah, they've had their eye on Scott for a while now, and I guess they caught him red-handed stealing a donut. And he admitted to it. And then they were like, "Well, what about all that jewelry you have on? Do you have the receipt for that?" Because Scott likes to wear his ice.
Oh,
and,
no.
Scott's like, "Well, no, I bought this stuff over a year ago," and stuff like that.
Classic.
This girl just texted me, "I know you're busy with classes." Nope, we got something more important here, lady. But anyways, they were like, why'd you steal donuts, Scott? And Scott's like, "Well, I'm poor. Fucking poor." Shit like that. And
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, so it just they're questioning his jewelry and stuff like that, and shit like that. Now here's the thing. Scott told me when he stole the donuts and stuff. He also told me when he bought the watches and shit. So I feel like he didn't steal anything else from Walmart besides the donuts, but
yeah,
I cannot confirm that though. And my grandparents think that there was more going on because, like you said, why would
Yeah,
they
it's a
call the
little weird.
cops on stealing donuts? So
If anything, it'd just be firing.
yep, that's exactly what my grandma said. So
Yeah.
so yeah, he's jobless, soon to be homeless, and I think we got to start out a GoFundMe for Scott.
Yeah.
No, honestly, the motherfucker deserves it. Stupid piece of shit. Can't fucking. How many cameras do you think Walmart has in there? Like 10,000?
Oh yeah, and with all the people that are walking around too, seeing some
Yeah.
goofy
Yeah.
fucker in a navy hat stealing donuts.
Yeah, well, I asked my grandma that. I was like, what was he wearing when he came out of jail? Was he wearing his captain hat?
Yeah, probably just looked like
Yeah.
another person in the drunk tank,
Yeah, I think she said it was like his little fedora that you saw him in Christmas. But
Of course.
yeah, no, so Scott himself has said that Walmart has undercover people dressed up as like normal customers to spy on people and shit.
Oh.
To make sure there's nobody stealing shit. Scott got played in his own game, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, so that's really big news, guys. So this just happened yesterday. This is breaking news. It hasn't even been 24 hours since it's happened.
Dang. Out of the presses.
Yeah. So this is crazy shit. So I really needed to hop into
Has
that.
this happened before? Has he been to jail
Scott's,
before?
nope. My grandma said.
I'll have to
Apparently,
catch up.
Scott's always had. My grandma said he's always had problems like stealing shit. Like apparently he stole from family and stuff like that, and that's a really shitty thing to do. But
Yeah.
she said I figured he would be in jail eventually, but leave it to Scott to the thing that finally catches up to him when he steals some donuts.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, she always thought he would be in jail for being a drunk or something like that, but
Heck, I mean that's pretty valiant. Old donut stealer.
yeah, no.
You probably feel like
So-
such a bitch. Sitting next to somebody. It's like that meme, what you're in here for, It's like I killed the guy. He's like, don't know, just stole a donut. Just trying to get some food.
I was eating a donut on my way to the cash register. And
Somebody just
Yeah.
grabbed me and
yeah. Yeah, no. So we'll keep you posted on that. I'm guessing they caught him doing more shit, but when you ask Scott about it, he says, I don't know. Scott, what's that paper say that you did? I don't know. So
nice.
so it might be a delay before we get him on the podcast. But it'll happen eventually if he doesn't die before then.
For sure.
So yeah. Anyways, we have this long recording notes that we have planned out for you guys today. So we kind of just push that to the side for now because this literally just happened. Like I just found out about that this morning. So you know what's sad is we were supposed to record this on Wednesday night, and if we did, we wouldn't have been able to talk about this until next week.
It's kind of perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason there, Bert.
There you go.
Yeah, so all right, let's go back to our script here. What are we talking about today, Bert?
Oh gosh. I mean, you want to jump into one of my things or?
We could probably
Ooh.
start off with the
beginning?
first topic here, yeah, because this was
I forgot. I
This
didn't
was a
read very much of this.
a huge fucking pain in the ass.
So, it's gonna be an ongoing theme throughout this episode about how much of a bitch the last week has been, and of course, Uncle Scott getting picked up is the icing on the cake. But
Yeah.
after we got done recording the podcast, we were starting to set up the audiograms, the beautiful audiograms that hopefully we still have on this episode, if it'll fucking work again.
It's not a cunt.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, you had the brunt of the issue. I mean, all I had to do was I had to take our audio, split it up and send it through this weird program online, and that was rough. It took like 4 or 5 hours for them to actually fucking edit it all together and send it back to us in an email or something. But yeah,
I
so
think
my
the
part
4 to
wasn't that
5
hard,
hours
but-
part was just getting it sent to the goddamn email.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, yeah, it said, yeah, your audiogram's finished. It should be sent to you shortly. 4 hours later, yeah, I ended up getting them and sending them to Burger here, and he'll tell you what happened next.
Yeah, well, thank you, Bert. Hope everything's going well on your end. Now to today's news. Yeah, it was a fucking cunt. Holy shit. So we wanted to be cute. We wanted to put some little audiograms just so you guys could watch some little waves, jump up and down. Just trying to be more professional. But turns out that you can fucking hardly see the waves for most of the video. So we'll work on that, but I'm going to try to explain this as simply as I can. But basically, from my video editing software, I have to transfer it to a video file. So usually what I do is I throw the audio in there, I throw our logo in there, and then I put up the pictures that we show you guys on YouTube, and then I export it from the video software to my desktop. And that's basically as simple as I can put it. But because of the audiograms, I had to do that 3 separate times. So,
yeah, because you could only edit 2 different backgrounds at a time or something like that.
Yeah. So again, I don't want to get into too much detail, but basically I had to export it to my desktop 3 separate times. Yeah. And for whatever fucking reason, guys, I shit you not, it took like 6 to 8 hours to do the first one.
Yeah, I remember getting the updates. It's just showing the cute little pie, it's trying to get filled up to 100%.
I don't know.
3 or 4 hours go by, it's like a quarter of the way there. It's
I've never... Usually when I export just the original file with just the audio and the picture, like how our episodes used to be, it takes like 10, 15 minutes or so. This took 8 hours to do the first one. I'm like, hey, Bert, this isn't going to happen in time. I'm sorry. My computer, the fan was running so hard, I thought it was going to catch on fire. Like, it was so spooky, guys. And
probably heated up your apartment a little bit, too.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then I exported the second file, and that one did take a while too, but maybe this one might have took, I feel like this one took like 45 minutes maybe. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then the last one took even less, I think, but overall it took so damn long to export these things. And the thing is, I mean, the force of this podcast is in the editing, and that's what Bert handles. Once we edit out all the shitty shit, Bert just throws them in the audiogram website and then sends them over. I mean, it's really simple. I throw them into iMovie, I throw up the pictures that we need, and then I just transfer it over. So it is really easy to get audiograms. It's not hard whatsoever. It just takes so fucking long, and I don't know if it's because my Mac's being a piece of shit or what.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't, we'll have to figure this out. If that happens again, we're not going to take out the audiograms because I like them in there too. I think you do too, Bert. I mean, it just makes it look nicer.
Yeah, it looks better. Yeah.
But we might have to have you do it on your computer or something because I don't know why my Mac's being a cunt.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening.
Yeah, so hopefully, it did speed up at the end there. So even if it takes like an hour to do one, that's not too bad. It's just this took fucking most of the day. I'm like, that's not insane. Normal.
It was like 12 or 1 on a weeknight. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, and it sucks because I didn't even need to do it a third time, but because we needed to have those 2 little pictures of balloons up, I threw those in there and then went through a whole nother fucking hour of exporting it. So, we'll see. The audiograms aren't going away, guys. The format is definitely going to change. We want to see more spikes and waves and things like that, so we'll play around with that. But, you're just going to have to bear with us while we figure this out. So, But yeah, still talking about the podcast. A handful of you guys did reach out for the art contest that we're doing, and we appreciate that. We haven't seen any art yet. We have had some suggestions and people that wanted to hear the podcast and stuff. So we do appreciate you guys reaching out. And again, whoever we pick, you guys are going to be the official art of the BurtnBurger Podcast. So you'll notice with the audiograms, it just says BurtnBurger and the waves. That is where your pictures of us are going to go in that audiogram there. So
yeah, then we can probably, I think we mentioned editing in a name somewhere so you can see it, or we'll probably talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, your art's going to be in every episode for a while at least. And then I did send out our logo to like a graphic designer guy and stuff like that. You mentioned that you knew somebody that does graphic design, so
Yeah.
I send those out too, just so if you guys know any edits on our logo to make it look a little nicer, things like that. We're just trying to improve every day with this shit. So Bert did an amazing job starting out the logo. I don't plan on that being the official logo forever. So
Yeah, no, I had a lot of other cool ideas, but it was ambitious for my skill set.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that was a lot of fun. We finally made it to 4 fucking subscribers. My friend subscribed. Thank the Lord. He subscribed. My buddy.
Oh, you probably know both of them then. I don't know if mine did.
Yeah, well, so I know the first one was my good buddy. You know who that is from Xbox.
Yeah.
Second one was my friend that I went to, our commissioner. He was the second. Don't know who the third is. And then the other guy that we've been bitching about subscribing on YouTube, he finally did it. So either your friend is the third one because YouTube doesn't show us everybody, but
it might be.
Yeah, you'll have to ask him. So we're at 4 subs, guys. Yay. Also, we had 2 subscribers on Twitter. Or 2 followers on Twitter. That was exciting.
Oh, that's right.
They weren't bots. One of them unsubscribed, though. So that's fun. Back to 1 again.
That's better than, well, I don't know if it's better than the bot.
Yeah, at least the bot made me feel loved.
Yeah. All those sweet messages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically we really want the podcast to grow, just so we're speaking to a bigger audience. We're not doing it for the money by any means, but that'll be nice if that ever happens. But basically, we need the podcast to take off in case we get fired from the podcast. So if people find out that I'm making this podcast in my professional life, yeah, there goes my license. It's gone.
Yeah, it'll be a little hairy.
Yeah, and if people figure out what you do, I'm pretty sure that is.
I'm gonna have to go back to the grindstone.
Yep, exactly. So,
Yeah.
we need this podcast to be a fallback for us guys. So, if our entire life goes down the drain because of this show, at least we have this show to keep us up.
Yeah. Right. I don't even know what I was going to say, but it was going to be heartfelt.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we're not asking for money or anything like that. We want to grow this channel. And in order to do that, we need more subs and we need more people to follow.
Yeah.
And then that
Throw
is
it up on Spotify and all that.
Yeah. And that is how we get more guests on this show. And the bigger guests we have on this show, the faster we're going to grow here. So, a like, a sub, a follow, it goes a long ways for us. So we're not just trying to be big and famous. We are trying to help this thing grow so we can, get better content out there for you guys. So
For sure. Yeah.
So for sure, but yep, there has not been a winner for our drawing contest. So go ahead, keep submitting those in. We haven't got any yet, but we've gotten some ideas and stuff. So send us in a rough sketch, and we'll talk about it next time how that turns out. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So what are some stuff you wanted to talk about today, Bert?
Oh boy. Well, speaking on the on some different updates, Ooh, actually, boy, I'm gonna have to cut this bit out. I don't know. Do we? I'm just
I don't know.
gonna
You
ponder for a
you should
second.
just leave it in so people can hear what I have to
The
hear.
thought process.
Yeah, this is what I deal with
Struggle.
on a daily basis. Yeah.
Let's see. What do I want to do? Well, I guess because we're still talking about updates and all that. Uncle Scott getting picked up. Your whatever else we talked about. I forgot already. Oh boy, this is a mess. It's probably because of what I'm about to tell you, but
Okay.
yeah. So, along with the audiograms being a huge mess, I myself, I don't know if you could tell, but I was a little tipsy during the episode.
Oh, the last one.
Yeah, I know I mentioned it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I got some rum and all that for, our peach schnapps for the weekend. And
Yeah, sexy.
yeah, so I ended up taking down quite a bit of alcohol that night, and half a fifth of 50% Captain Morgan rum, and this was on a Wednesday, and I had class on Thursday the next day.
Oh boy. Yep, I remember this story.
For some reason, it totally escaped me at the time, but it sounded like a good idea. So, I end up getting blackout fucking drunk, because I remember you were telling me, like, I woke up to some weird texts from you. I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Oh yeah, when I sent you that
Sent
girl I
me-
matched with, like that supermodel, and you're like, who the fuck
model,
is
I'm like-
this?
I'm like, thanks for the pictures, I guess. Yeah, so I fucking wake up in the middle of the night to go downstairs to get water, and I have these slippers and stuff. I live in the dorms at college here, and I only find one of my slippers. And I'm like, well, what the fuck's going on? I end up looking under
You
the
check your
bed.
ass.
Yeah. Check under the covers. I check under the bed and everything, and the one place I didn't want it to be is where I ended up finding it. At the bottom of my fucking dumpster with puke all over it.
The bottom of your
My
what?
dumpster. Yeah, I forgot what it was called. My waste bin?
I was gonna say, how
My
fucking big is
dumpster.
that dorm room?
Yeah, it's the entire thing. I actually live in a storage container. And at the bottom was my fucking puke-soaked slipper that I enjoyed wearing around.
Yeah.
So-
Did you scrape that shit off and put her back on?
No, I actually grabbed the other one and fucking dunked it in there and tied her up, because I was not touching that thing with a fucking 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty upset. So that alone is probably why I'm not going to do that ever again. But yeah, and then I had to edit the podcast the next day, and I've said this story so many times since then, because it happened like literally the day after we fucking uploaded the podcast. But it was like the most miserable day of all time.
No. Talk to them about what happened in class, because that is where the story gets good.
Yeah, so I have vocational, like hands-on labs and stuff where I have to work and all that. And
What are the labs on?
do we care? I mean, I don't know if that's like
What are you going to school for? Did your sphincter
you could
just get
say-
itchy?
You could say it's like
You don't have to
I'd-
answer it. It's fine.
I don't know. It's manly. Okay, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, Bert's in the porn industry where it's just
Yeah.
men.
Exactly.
Labs. He's got to jerk other men off.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about that all day, like I'm having to work and all that. I'm fucking just getting in there, doing my
Mhm.
business. And then the alcohol must have wore off or something, because the fucking nausea started to hit me hard. And I just had to go sit down in my little booth. I'm just sitting there trying not to fucking puke.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually I end up caving and getting sick. So that was fun. I'm a really good storyteller.
Yeah, this is awful. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, this is pretty bad. But I ended up having an exam in one of my other classes. because it's an exam, I can't just fucking leave in the middle of it. So I ended up getting sick in that class, and it was miserable.
Yeah, you said that you saw there was a whole nother page, and you're just like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, it was like a fucking 5-page exam, like an hour long. I ended up puking 2 times before the class started. Like, there was nothing left in the tank. It was terrible, and it's just like, please. I was about to say my name.
Side note, my
yes, please say.
youth pastor friend from Alabama just told me to send him a link on the podcast. Oh boy, this is.
Is that the one guy that we talked about in the past? Just not on here, but like.
Yeah, my youth pastor friend. He's a really cool guy. Birch Daddy, if you're listening to this episode right now, man, I'm real sorry.
Yeah, I know. We had something going, and then, like, I think it's just I've been thinking about how I'm going to explain this story literally all week, that all the funnies has been drained out of it, and now I just keep thinking about
that too. I don't think he's seen the side of me yet, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No. No. Cool guy, though, but thanks for tuning in, though. If you like the show, give us a sub, will you, bud?
Yeah, we can use it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we need help to grow, man. So, but yeah. So, when you said you puked in class, I like to think of like in elementary school when the bathroom was in the classroom. I don't know if you guys had that at your school that you went to in elementary school, but at my school, you had the classroom and the bathroom was in the classroom.
Yeah, I had a couple like that.
Yeah, so I just imagine you going in there just puking, screaming in the toilet.
Violent.
And then you come out again and, go back to your test and then like go back again, start screaming again.
Yeah, it was a class later in the day, and we were the only class that was, like, open on that floor.
Yeah.
And, yeah, no, they probably totally heard me. I ended up wrapping the test up early because I just couldn't fucking handle it, and I had to run to the bathroom. I left all my shit out on the table. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, they hear you puking and shit.
Yeah. I just came back, cleaned myself up, came back, just totally normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and so when we were recording that podcast, I did not think you were intoxicated whatsoever. Not even a little bit.
Fucked.
Like you weren't acting any different. Then we went and we played GOW, Gears of War, afterwards. You were completely fine then as well. And then we went and played Call of Duty, and for most of that, yeah. You were fine. But then you started getting really fucking annoying at the end, and that's when I'm like, okay, something's not right here. And then Clash Royale, I was just like, I don't want to play with you anymore. This isn't fun.
Yeah, I noticed once you told me that I only remember playing Gears of War, so I think that it must be when I black out is when I start to get really fucking annoying. I do not remember anything past Gears of War.
Yeah, no, so. Burt was real... Burt gets real lovey-dovey when he's drunk, and like when he was with his friends, he was constantly asking for hugs and shit. So when it was just
too, shit. You don't let me give you fucking hugs when I'm drunk.
You don't ask.
My friends do. That's a good point.
You don't ask. The only thing you ask me to do is fucking hand jobs. I'm like, dude, that's weird.
I guess you got a point.
Yeah, no, you always ask me for a handy, and I'm like, not this time, Burt. Fuck.
Yeah.
But Burt gets like real like emotional, like not crying or anything, but he really lets his feelings out, and it's super annoying.
When I asked him the next day, I'm like, I'm like, well, how was I? He's like, yeah, you're emotional. I'm like, what the fuck?
Burt's like,
what's going on?
Did anybody
I cry?
fuck? Yeah, he asked me that too.
Like, did I cry? Like, what the fuck?
You might as well have
emotional.
Been. Yeah, fuck, it's annoying. You just get super emotional and you talk about shit. It's just fucking gay. And then you don't shut the fuck up.
I mean, that's usually how I roll, contrary to how I act on the show.
Yeah, no, trust me, this is a big difference. So,
and no way from normal.
When you're drunk, yeah, you just keep going. It's like I haven't heard you breathe in the past like 5 minutes here, Burt.
Wow.
Yeah, no, and then every time you're drunk, you always say, "Oh, I'm not that drunk. I'm not that turned. I'm not even close." Nope. Every fucking time.
Did you only start hearing that after like Call of Duty time? Or were you hearing it in GAO too?
I feel like you were even saying that during the podcast.
I might have towards the tail end is when it started to catch up to me.
Yeah. No. You always want to tell you're not drunk for whatever reason. Like, I won't even say anything.
It's like, hey, you might not believe it, but I'm not drunk right now.
And I'm just like, okay, can we go back to Overcooked?
Yeah. Nope.
So.
It's crucial that you understand.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't fucking care, dude.
Yeah.
I really don't. So, yeah, that gets annoying, but it's not bad when I'm drunk with you, and I don't get drunk that much at all. Neither of us do, to be honest.
No.
Maybe a couple times a month, and that's about it. But
yeah.
But when we're drinking together, it's a lot of fun. So, which leads us to our next topic.
Yeah, over the weekend we hung out, and similar to now, for some reason, like once it really started to kick in for Burger, he sat down at his desk, and I hear the headphones come on, and hear, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BurtnBurger Podcast," and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
we went through like 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. I was drunk too, so time flew by. But no, we went through like half a fucking episode.
Yeah, nothing was recording either. We were just sitting there talking to each other. Like
oh, that's good. I was really hoping you actually recorded it.
That would have been a good idea.
Snippet. That would have been funny.
That would have been a good idea, yeah. No, I really like recording this fucking show. It's a lot of fun, and it's something that I've kind of wanted to do for a long time. So, I don't know. I just sounded fun at the time, but
yeah,
yeah. Looking back on it, let's see. We went to Applebee's for dinner, and then we went to get chamois shakes. And McDonald's we went to told us their fucking shake machine was broken. So I was like, "Okay, bye."
Oh, it was awesome. I'm like, dude, you better do that.
Yeah.
Like, no respect, just dipped.
Yep. And I'm like, "Okay, bye." And he's like, "Is there anything else I can do for you?" I'm like, "Bye." Pretty much. Then we went to another one and they had it. I bought Bert a little chamois shake, and we both, drank ours together and held hands.
Mm-hmm.
It was real sweet. And then that's when we came back and just got fucked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just got plastered. So, yeah, I was determined to get turned. I really wanted to get turned. It's been a long time since I've been drunk. So, I love being drunk. It's just nice and relaxing and calm, and things are funnier, and, you don't give a shit as much. So, it's real nice. So, I got pretty hammered, and then that's when our balls grow for Outlast to play that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had some fun with that.
I know Bert recorded me playing it, and I got pretty spooked.
I think I saved it.
Yeah, I got pretty spooked on camera, so we might put that in the podcast. If I'm feeling it. You can't see us or anything. You see my arms like flare up, but that's about it. Nothing even happened either. Do you remember that? Like, nothing even was chasing us. It was just like a loud noise.
Yeah, there was a really fucking loud noise. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, walking around in the fog and shit like that. And guys, I want you to know, I would not touch Outlast right now sober. No way in hell. Look, we get in closets and just stand in there.
Yeah, until we're drunk enough, and then we actually start doing shit.
I remember we were playing Outlast, and you would keep going back in the closet. Do you remember that, or that locker?
I think so. Yeah.
Like it was towards the beginning,
or whatever.
It was towards the beginning, and the big fucker was chasing us. I think. Do you think that was when we were sober? Like, I think we did try to play this sober at first.
It might have been like right after we probably took our first shots or something. It definitely was not like, I remember I mentioned it early. I'm like, hey, you ready for Outlast? And you're like, nope, not drunk enough. So I think it was probably in the, not drunk enough stage. But
Yeah, yeah, and then that's when
no,
the
we were
game
pussies.
became yeah, that's when the game became really fun. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun to do that. And to be honest, a goal that Bert and I have in this podcast is to be able to grow a big enough audience to where we could stream on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
So
That'd be really cool.
yeah, that would be really cool. Then you could watch us play video games together while we're intoxicated. So
Yeah, and then it actually gives me a little bit more, remove some awkwardness from myself.
yeah, Bert can stop being a faggot, but
Yeah.
yeah, so we played that. We started Overcooked 2. I remember we needed like 90 to pass 90 points to pass a level, and we got like 4,000.
Oh, yeah, no, it was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, we were veterans. That game was not ready for us.
Yeah, no. So we started playing that. That game's a lot of fun. Bert and I play a lot of NBA Jam, and
Oh, God.
Bert can't handle my heat in the corner with Dirk.
Dude, I forgot. Oh, no, I was up like 12 points one game or something. And
Yeah.
then you ended up just fucking closing the gap back to back to back. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that's when you had Lucky on your team, and he was just fucking.
Lucky was just slapping balls, dude.
He really was.
The
Old Lucky.
basketball and the ones between your legs, dude. He was fucking ruthless.
Yeah, he pulled your pants down and really went to town.
Yeah.
Lucky was an animal, but
It was amazing. He just back you into the corner, slap the ball out of your hands.
yeah,
It was
no,
amazing.
yeah, Lucky was totally out for blood, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he that dude wanted to just. He didn't just want
was
to take
on
that
the-
ball. He wanted to take
No,
your
he's a
soul
bloodbath.
too.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but then we play that Call of Cthulhu game. That game's not too bad. It's not too spooky yet, but it is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems a little bit, a little too much going on for when we're really drunk, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but yeah.
yeah. You always want to say the big dick energy things when you have to choose your response to what you have to say.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely do not play it the way I normally would.
Yeah, the guy has the axe, and you're like, "Give me that shit!" And he just took the axe out of his hand.
Bitch.
Like, dude, this dude looks like he could fuck your day up, and you're just like, "Give me that fucking axe."
Yeah. We're about to see if he can. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we play Smash Bros a lot too. Bert's actually in a Smash tournament this weekend.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how the hell that's gonna work. I
Yeah.
have to like stream it, and I don't even know how the hell I'm gonna do that from my Switch to my computer. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll have to look into that. You're in the Soak series, Criticals,
I am.
Charlie's tournament. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
totally
barely
would
squeaked
join
in.
if I had a Switch. Yeah, you barely squeaked
Yeah,
in.
there are like 700 spots left or something out of 4,000.
Yeah, out of 4,000. Yeah. So, who do you think your main's gonna be?
I mean, I really like Luigi, just because he's a big meme. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a couple that I'm not too bad with. Ike
Okay.
and Ike's my other big one. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Dank.
I do like Donkey Kong.
Danky Kang.
I always watch videos of how people just like slam dunk on kids as Donkey Kong, but I just can't replicate it.
See, like, I've been playing Smash Bros. Since the N64 days, and I've always just been a big fan of it, but I never knew there was, like, fucking mathematicians that play this game, and it pisses me
Yeah.
off.
They're like, yeah, at frame 14, if you press down B at exactly this moment, you'll kill the person every time. I'm like,
Yeah, you'll do it 48.9% damage. What if they're at 62.7? It's an instant kill. I'm like, bro, have you ever got your cock sucked?
yeah. No, it's intense.
Seriously.
It's
Yeah,
really
like,
intense.
I've played this game forever, and I've always just been read, react. I like to dodge, roll, throw, do all that shit. And that's it. That's all I like to do in Smash Bros. I'm not this big, like, juggling people in the air, or you throw them off the map, and then you go and chase their ass off and everything like that.
Yeah, I love that shit. I
Oh
don't know
my
if you noticed.
gosh.
I always try that, but
Usually you fail fucking miserably.
yeah,
at
I
it.
end up just spearing myself off the edge. like,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. And I used to play with items all the time until I went to college.
I fucking hate items.
Oh,
Items
I fuck with
are
items, and
ridiculous.
I never even used the items. I would just fucking throw them at people. Like you'd pick up the sword and just fucking javelin in somebody's skull.
I
But
can get behind that.
yeah, no, it's a good game. So, and playing that is something we normally do. Bert always brings down a Switch, and that's the only game we ever play.
Yeah. At least consistently every time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was kind of our weekend. I'm going home for spring break this weekend, so I am going to be. Yeah, depends how the weather is.
Yeah.
I'm going to be recording this podcast at my home next week, so it's going to be exciting to see how I record that because I'm not bringing my whole setup. I'll bring my little earbuds again since that worked in episode 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, so, and then Bert goes on spring break the following week, so.
That one is definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how that one's going to work. We'll figure it out, but no days off, guys. Speaking of that, I was supposed to record yesterday, but I had a girl that wanted to hang out, and Daddy's been on a dry streak here, fellas, so. Yeah. So I'm like, sorry, Bert, I'm going to have to go do this. We're going to have to start recording early.
Yeah.
And then she said, well, you can come over earlier now. I'm like, sorry, Bert, we're just going to have to do it tomorrow night. And then that came, and I'm like, hey, Bert, I think she's coming over tonight. We're going to have to do it early today.
No,
So, yeah, so we're recording right now on a Thursday when we usually do it on a Wednesday, and it is 20 to 6, and I have class in 20 minutes. And we are, how many minutes are we into this, Bert?
42.
42 minutes into it?
Yeah.
20 minutes from now, it's going to be at an hour. I don't know. I already missed one class today. Might as well miss the other one.
Fuck it, dude. Call
Yeah.
in sick.
Yeah. No, he knew I was going to be gone today. I had a meeting today downstate, so I told him I was going to miss that one, but I'd be able to make the second one. But
Gotcha.
yeah, no, I don't really know. Well, I'm gonna record a regular podcast episode because I love my viewers. So yeah, I'm a good sport on that. But
For sure.
I'll definitely be late to class, but I don't know if I'm gonna go. But anyways, yeah, we always try to be real consistent with this podcast. Bert and I try to take it very seriously. We don't expect it to grow if we don't take it seriously. So we always try to stay consistent and things like that. So hopefully you guys can appreciate the art we put into this. But anyways, the reason why I brought that up is because I haven't been with a woman in a while. And the hiccup girl,
Rules, yeah.
that hiccup girl, it didn't lead to anything. She definitely got a lot out of it, but Daddy here got nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. Broke my heart. Yeah, no, I was pretty disappointed in myself. Not myself. Pretty disappointed in the whole thing. If a girl doesn't want to fuck, more power to it. Like I completely respect that. I ain't gonna force anybody to do that. I'm a disgusting human, but I'm not a fucking pig, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force anybody to do that. But boy, she definitely got her fair share and didn't give no loving back. So that was disappointing to the point to where I got some pretty serious friction burn.
Yeah. I remember we talked about that in the Xbox party.
Yep, my Peter wasn't doing so good, guys. I got pretty bad friction burn on it.
Yeah.
And it was pretty miserable. It made, how can I say this politely? It was painful to get some blood pump in there, if you know what I mean. Stretching the skin out didn't feel too good on the carpet rash.
Gotcha.
Or rug burn, I guess that's called. Carpet rash sounds like a sex disease.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, rug burn is what I was looking for. But, so it got
Yeah.
bad. I was out of commission using my meat hammer for a while.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Then everything healed up and Daddy was ready to go again. And then I went and met with this girl last night and I got fucking friction burn again.
Damn.
I called my buddy last night and I'm like, do I just not know how to fuck?
I think so.
Is that what it is? And he's
Has
like,
to be.
apparently. And I'm like, but this one, you know, Daddy's dry streak's finally over. He's happy to admit that. Finally got some action last night. But my friend on the phone goes, oh, apparently it didn't happen fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I went and hung out with her, and it was a really good time, and things went very well. Not too much to report there.
Yeah, I know. When I heard that yesterday, I'm like, well, I guess the worst it could possibly go is we'll have some content for the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I told
Yeah.
Bert, I called them on the phone before I went there, and I'm like, hopefully you won't have to hear from me tonight, but hopefully you'll hear from me tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time. We'll see how things go. This girl's pretty cool, so I like her. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, she's definitely put a wrench in recording the podcast here, so that's why we're kind of all over the place today.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mention her, but like, you know, not linking it back to this. I'm gonna have some choice
Yeah.
words.
I sent her a picture while we were recording right now that I was doing the podcast, and she's like, "Oh, what's it for?" And I'm like, "Okay,
You're not letting me.
yeah, you know too much already."
Yeah.
So yeah. So I've been busy with that. But yeah, I don't. There's just been so much shit happening, fellas and ladies. I don't know what to do. So how about, since we're on the topic of dating, you go ahead and fill us in on how your dating life's going, Bert.
Oh, I mean, it's not really going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The huge,
The huge.
as expected.
But, you know, when we were at good old Applebee's, you decided to I mean, we joked about you taking a picture of me, you know, as one of those cute, cute pictures everybody has.
Yeah, while
Yeah.
you were reading the bill.
Yeah, I literally just had my phone in my hand, so I looked like a total fucking turd. And I'm like, you know what? Don't give a fuck.
And you screenshotted it, ladies and gentlemen.
I screenshotted it and put it up there and fucking sketched everything out. And I, back on good old Tinder, you know. By
Yeah,
good
he
old,
finally
I mean
did it.
that fucking shithole. Yeah, no, I have not been missing anything. But yeah, no, it was hilarious. Right when I threw my profile up there, I guess that would have been the day before. I think I ended up making it. I don't know if I made it when I was drunk. No, I definitely made it.
You made it when you
I
were
was
drunk
drunk.
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I ended up putting it up the day after, and we go to T-Bell, you know, and we're sitting in the car, and I'm like, oh shit, dude, I got a like, and you're like, yeah, dude, go look at it, because you know they have it where their face is all blurred out or whatever, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, don't know how to tell you this, but I think my first like is a boy.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And
You're like, oh shit, that looks like a boy. Just like I'm going, oh shit, you just said my name again.
Oh, did I say your name again?
Yes, you did.
It's
Have
so
fun
hard
bleeping
not
that
to.
one out, Bert.
Damn it. Let me just write that down. 42 minutes. 49 minutes. Well, as I was saying, I was in... Did I say
Aren't
it
you
twice?
glad that I let the punchline go out, though, at least? Like, I don't cut you off or anything like that?
Yeah, keep that up, because my
Yeah.
dumbass will... I mean, I almost forgot about what we were talking about, but no.
Yeah, you pause talking, too, and I'm like, oh shit, I wonder
do.
if he knows.
No,
But
I
you
have
just
no
kept
idea.
going.
No, I have no idea. So, wait a minute. I'm trying to think about whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll hear it later. I'll hear it like 4 or 5 more times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, dude, I think this is a fucking dude. And
Shit, that looks like a boy.
yeah, and I felt bad. I was explaining it to the other day, when we were in the Xbox party, and he's like, "Yeah." I almost said your name again, but I
Yeah,
kinda
well, you
started
just
with
said
the
my
J.
friend's name.
Did I say
Yes, you did.
fuck?
Oh
Well-
my gosh. And you just said what my name started with, too.
Yeah, I know. This whole part is gonna be
Boy,
a fuck
Bert is going to have some bleep
just
to
gonna-
throw in here.
up. Probably cut this whole. I don't even fucking know. So,
Nope, you can't cut it out. We got to see your mistakes.
so our good buddy.
There we go.
I almost said his name at the end. Our good buddy mentioned it when we were on Xbox. That Burger here texted him saying, "Hey, we have some fun news about." I almost said my own name. Okay, about Bert's Tinder action, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I end up telling him that, and I'm like, yeah, good buddy. Fuck, we need some goddamn code names for these people or something, dude.
That's it. Good buddy. It's not that hard.
This is terrible.
That kind of
So-
sounds gay.
So we tell.
Works better when I'm talking to him, not about him.
Yeah, I know. So we tell
This guy.
we tell guy one that Burger's like, God damn it.
Gosh.
Wait.
Boy, train just
Okay, here's the
derailed
thing.
with you.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell the story with the names in it, but I'm going to bleep it because it's the only way I'm going to remember this.
Go ahead.
I won't say your name. Okay.
Do what you
So-
gotta do.
We're on Xbox, right?
Yeah.
And Burger ended up texting our friend.
See, it just feels weird now.
I know. I can't even say your name when we're off the fucking podcast. I'm like, ooh, this feels dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you bite your lip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're playing Xbox. And he's like, yeah, so you had something to tell me about, your first like. And I'm like, yeah, they kind of look like Burger. And then I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, wow, that felt kind of bad because this person was fucking nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And Burger, I just want to let you know that you look like 10 times more of a woman than this person ever would. Just to put it in perspective.
Appreciate that, I think.
I don't know if you have any feminine features, just to drive that home.
Yeah.
So this person was like Shrek. Okay.
Okay.
So-
Shrek's thick, bro.
Shrek thick as fuck, boy. Yeah, don't talk shit about my boy Shrek. Yeah. Yeah, so all of that for a mediocre nose exhale.
Yeah. That was a good
That's
nose
cool.
breather.
Yeah.
Went through all that stress, all that bleeping, just to tell a pretty easy story.
Yeah. My heart is, maybe I should do the heartbeat sensor again and see if I'm up to fucking 160 BPM again.
Yeah. Yeah, was that when you had to do the
The
podcast
group
intro?
project. I ended up sending some edgy fucking meme in a group.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't even
Snapchat.
an edgy meme. It was just a picture of my grandma's face.
It was. It was. Yeah, somebody's like, oh my god, this picture or this homework makes me want to kill myself. And then I just sent the picture of Bert's. I'm gonna shit my fucking pants.
Wrong grandma.
Not my grandmother,
Yeah.
even though we do share a grandmother, but
Mm-hmm.
Burger's grandma.
That's how most cousins work.
Exactly. Burger's grandma.
Yeah.
Yes. So, it was a hoot, Just full
Yeah. Yeah.
of
So
great stories.
my grandma isn't like my Uncle Scott, but she's up there. My whole family's like that. And I asked her if she wanted to come on the podcast sometime and talk to it about it. She seemed interested, so
God damn it. I had no, I only see her at family gatherings and stuff, of course, but she seems totally normal. But then, I don't want to, whatever. She seems lame, right? But
Yup.
then you tell me stories and I hear in the background when you used to live with her and all that, and like, she's
Yup.
pretty wild.
Yeah, no, we all get it from somewhere, dude. Where do you think Scott got it from?
Yeah, right up the tree.
Yeah, no. Yeah, my grandma's real chill. Real chill. I remember I was saying like I got invited to this brunch activity for my program that I'm in. And it's just girls
that's right.
and me, just girls and me, nobody, no other guys. She's like, well, there you go. You can take your pick. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to date somebody in the program again because I've done that before and it wasn't really fun. And she's like, oh, just have a one night stand then.
Yeah. It's like,
My grandma literally told me to go get your dick wet.
Pretty much, yeah. It's impressive.
Yeah. I love my family, dude. So very down to earth people. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know where we were going with all of that, but
just been a big old shit on me.
Yeah, no, Bert's first like was a guy, so
yep,
or looked like a boy, which
yep, I ended up getting past them, and yeah, no, can confirm.
Yeah, it's okay. I have my tranny history on Tinder as well, so yeah, no,
Commissioner's picking on you for it.
Yeah, Commissioner likes to pick on that, so yeah, but yeah, I mean, moving on from one manly topic to another.
I know, I was trying to set you up, dude. Commish, our football league.
Yeah. But as we hit the hour mark, I kind of want to switch topics a little bit, and
I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I don't know if you're talking about like a joke that you missed or you just got really horny all of a sudden.
Oh no, on like the 5th line of our document, it says NFL news.
Yep.
So that's what I was alluding to.
Yeah, I know, I got it. I didn't think it was funny. I just thought it was smart. But yeah, no, now you read my face in it, and I'm really not impressed now. So, good job.
I'll shit my pants twice.
You'll shit on the shit in your pants.
Yes.
So, NFL news. Goodness gracious, guys, I tell you what. So, I am a huge Detroit Lions fan. And I am a huge Oakland Raiders fan. Well, they're not the Oakland Raiders anymore. They're the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hell yeah.
So I'm not from either city, so you don't have to try to look in Oakland or Detroit for me. But
yeah.
I'm a huge fan of both of those teams. And both of those teams are really heavy in the NFL news right now. So I kind of just wanted to talk about that for a little bit because my favorite player in the NFL by far is Derek Carr, the quarterback for the Raiders.
I don't know why he's not that good.
Yeah, no. He's the fucking GOAT, man. I love that. I've been a fan of the Raiders, since like 6th grade or something like that. And
okay.
I never really gave a shit about the quarterback situation that much. But then one time I had a dream about Derek Carr. It wasn't gay. I didn't lick his taint or anything like that. He was just in it. And then I woke up and I'm like, that man's my favorite player in the NFL.
Doesn't take much. Okay.
Yeah, no, seriously. I love Derek Carr. And I'm so disappointed in the rumors going around about him right now. And it just breaks my heart because this man, I tease that he's the joke. I kid. Or I tease, right? That's yeah. I tease. I talk about him being the GOAT and stuff like that. Derek Carr might be like a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Definitely top 15, but he is a good quarterback. He really is. He's had some great years. But most of the time, I think every single year he's been good. And every year, I think he gets better and better. He was having an MVP year in like 2016 until like his leg snapped in half and he had to stop playing football for a while.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and he's just doing real good. Last season, he completed over 70% of his passes, which is second most in the league.
That's a lot.
That's insane. He completed more passes than everybody but one quarterback in the league. That's insane. I saw another thing saying 63% of his passes were completed to 2 receivers in the 6th round of the draft or later. So the guy has no fucking weapons around him whatsoever. He has a great offensive line. He has a really good running back. And he has a good tight end, too. But the tight end and the running back both emerged this year. They weren't there before. So Derek Carr has nobody to throw to. But yet he's still completing all of these passes, and he's still doing good. The problem in Las Vegas now, the problem in Vegas, that's so weird to say.
Yeah. So they already made the change?
Yep, they're officially in Las Vegas now.
Okay.
Like, they are officially the Vegas Raiders now.
Are they changing their colors and all that? Or
no, they just changed their city. Everything's the same.
Cool.
Yep. But the problem with the Raiders is that defense. They're shit at basically everything, and I feel like this is the year that we really can patch up that defense and really fix some problems that we have over there, because offense is not the problem. What we do need on offense is a good target to throw to. So if we can get a couple more targets that Derek Carr can throw to, I really do think this could be a very good team. We just need to see how they do with this draft. And this draft is loaded with NFL wide receivers. And I hope, because the Raiders have 2 first-rounders, that one of those picks goes to a wide receiver. And they got the 12th pick, so that's a good spot to go get somebody. So, but there's all these rumors about Carr leaving. Like, let's talk about the Raiders want to go pick up Tom Brady. They want to give him a 2-year, $60 million contract. I'm like, why? Okay, I believe Tom Brady is the greatest player to ever play the game. I do. But you're not going to make the team better by replacing something that already works.
Oh, that's a good point.
Derek Carr is doing fine. He is a good quarterback. He really is. He had a new head coach last season, in John Gruden, and now this is his 2nd year in the system. He's going on the 3rd year in the system. John Gruden has a pretty complicated offense. He's a mastermind when it comes to that shit, so it takes some time to get used to that system. Like, this should be a really good year for the Raiders, and for them to go get Brady just does not make them better whatsoever. And Tom Brady, he's 42 years old. He's getting old. I still think he's got enough left in the tank to play a little bit longer, but he's been in New England his whole career. Don't give up on him yet, guys. You're going to not have him soon because he's going to retire. So
yeah, that's kind of weird.
Ride it out with him. Yeah, ride it out. And I don't even know if there's rumors of him leaving. Like, they're just like, oh, they haven't signed him yet because he's a free agent this season. So, oh, no, how come they haven't signed him yet? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? So I don't even know how serious those rumors are. Just neither team has denied either of them. But I got a notification today saying Gruden looks to build around Carr. I really think Derek is a heck of a player. John Gruden voices support for Derek Carr, and he says he loves what he did in 2019. So hopefully Derek stays in Las Vegas with the Raiders. So,
ooh, but it's not ultimately his choice, is it?
Who, the head coach?
Yeah.
Oh, no. When they signed Gruden, they gave him, like, general manager abilities, I guess. I don't know what the word is.
Permission.
Yeah, like, he's allowed to do that. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, if John Gruden says he's staying, he's definitely staying. So I got all worked up in these rumors and everything, and honestly, I think Brady's going to stay where he is, and I think Carr's going to stay where he is, and it's just one of those things where Oakland needs help, the Raiders need help, but you're not going. Tom Brady's better than Derek Carr, but you can't just put an old veteran player in a system with a bunch of young players and relearn everything and stuff. So,
yeah, I was thinking that the dynamic between them, like, you need some. I don't even know what I was gonna say fucking goddamn the fucking star power shit from fucking Super Sluggers. Gotta have the charisma, man. You gotta have the bond between your players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, there's that too, but there's just an NFL playbook is so complicated and there's so much to it, and trying to figure out what the coach wants you to do. And Brady's been under the same coaching system since he came into the league.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. So even Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, he ended up switching teams. So to be able to just jump into a new system at 42 years old,
Yeah.
holy shit! I think most NFL players retire by like 26 or something like that. I saw.
I love hearing these numbers because 46. I'm just thinking like, I don't know. That's like. Because I'm thinking in like lifespan, not like in football. But at the same time, if I saw
they're
my
dying
dad out on
soon.
the field, yeah, no, he's gonna get a fucking concussion. You could breathe on.
Yeah. No, it's weird because for how old I am, I'm starting to see players come into the league that are younger than me, and I'm like, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That guy's younger than me. That's weird. But anyways, speaking of teams that are talking about moving on from the quarterback, the fucking Lions were talking, or it was rumored that they were going to trade Matthew Stafford.
I heard about that.
Holy shit. We need a kicker more than we need a quarterback at this fucking point. Matt Prater, he's the GOAT and all that, but you don't trade Stafford. Oh my gosh, there are so many problems with the Lions, and they were talking about trading Matthew Stafford, and I'm just... he is like, Stafford could be playing in his prime right now. This is the time that you don't want to trade this motherfucker.
Isn't it because like he's super fragile? His neck or something?
No, not really. No, I mean, it's just because he's been playing at a decent level for the most part. I think he's played at a great level, but people think that's not as good as it really is. But you got to look at like the teams that he's been playing with. So anyways, even before the Raiders stuff was confirmed, that car wasn't going anywhere. Matthew Stafford stuff was denied well before too much fire went behind it. The general manager said it's 100% false. There's no way we're trading him. So that one died out pretty good, and I think that's definitely the direction to go. But now the NFL Combine is coming up, and I don't know if you know what the Combine is, Bert, but it's where the top college prospects go and they work out in front of a bunch of NFL scouts, and they test their skills. So they'll like do how many reps of 225 you can do on the bench press, and how fast you can run 40 yards and jump the highest and shit like that. It's just to show off your abilities. Yeah, no, that's really literally what it's for. Oh boy, my preacher friend's texting me. Hopefully he didn't watch it already. He's gonna text me, "You're going to hell, bro." Okay, I'll check it out once I get home. Okay.
Yeah. He'll
tell me that later. But yeah, so the Combine's coming up, and I'm not a big college football fan. I think I've already said that. But when they go into the NFL, I'm definitely a fan. So I'm excited to see how players do. Usually what I do with the Combine is I'll just randomly see a player, and I'm like, yep, I'm going to follow his career now.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. At least I've seen some of like the highlight clips and stuff. Like I guess Lamar Jackson's was probably pretty popular, but
yeah,
you can probably definitely tell who stands out from the crowd.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And then sometimes just because you did really good in the Combine doesn't mean dick. That you can be number one in one thing, but that doesn't mean that's going to translate into the NFL. It's just to kind of give you a perspective on somebody a little bit. Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is I'll randomly be going through Instagram, and all of a sudden, and then I'll hit a guy, and I'm like, yep, you know what? I'm going to be a fan of his now. Never heard of him, never seen him before, but he's going to be a player I watch now. So,
bam, just like that, just like in the dream.
Yeah, exactly. So I think you should do that too. As soon as you see somebody that really catches your eye, you're like, hey, this guy right here, he's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm gonna take a peek on him. I don't remember all the players I've done this for, but I've done this with Amari Cooper, the receiver in Dallas. And he actually got drafted by the Raiders. That was crazy.
Yeah?
Like in the first round, and he did really well for them. So that was crazy. There's just something that I'll watch in a player, and I'm like, yeah, I really like that. I'm going to watch it. Mike Gesicki, he's a tight end for the Dolphins. He did dick his first year, but he actually ended up catching a handful of touchdowns last year for Miami, so that's exciting. Josh Rosen, He was the 10th overall pick in the draft. He's a quarterback, and he got drafted by the Cardinals, but now he is a backup in Miami. So he's done pretty shitty.
Yeah.
And then Noah Fant, he is a tight end for Denver right now, and he started picking shit up, I think, at the end of the season last year. So, yeah, I'm excited for that, though. So, when as the combine goes on, just pick a random guy, Bert, and
Yeah. So
you become a fan of him, and you buy his jersey and everything.
so when does this take place?
I think it's going on right now.
Okay.
And if you follow the NFL on Instagram or something like that, you'll see all sorts of shit from there. And I highly encourage that you pick like a position guy. Like, don't pick a lineman because they're going to be pretty hard to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, I like this left guard from Utah State.
Okay.
It's going to be hard, but yeah, if you could find like a quarterback, a running back, wide receiver, tight end, defensive player, something like that.
Gotcha.
It's just fun. It adds a little bit more element to the game. But yeah, and they're all doing this to try to raise their draft stock, and the draft comes up in April, and that's also in Las Vegas too. So
That's pretty close.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Couple
that's
months.
coming up soon. So
Yeah.
the draft will happen then, and I don't really need to jump into detail too much with the draft. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of college football, so
Yeah.
the Lions have the 3rd overall pick in the goddamn draft. That's how bad they did.
Oh no.
3rd overall. Yeah, it's
I
ass.
thought they ended up. Well, I guess I didn't really follow through to the
No, they
end,
did
but
fucking terrible last year, bro. They did really
The
bad.
start was pretty good though.
yeah,
First,
but
3 when they won.
yeah,
shit
they
the
went against shitty teams though and everything. So I wasn't too optimistic. Yeah, I wasn't
see.
impressed. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they have the 3rd overall pick. I'd like them to get Chase Young. Is it Chase Young? Tank for Chase?
Mhm.
I think so. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm asking you.
Sure.
The DN from Ohio State, I think that would be nice to get, but I'm pretty sure Washington's going to scoop him up at pick 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think Joe Burrow, the quarterback's going to Cincinnati at the 1st overall pick, so that leaves the Lions with 3. Apparently, a lot of people have Detroit picking a corner, a defensive back, and I hope if we do draft him, we end up keeping Darius Slay, our Pro Bowl corner. So then we can have Slay on one side and then this rookie on the other side. Because honestly, think about it this way, if we do trade Slay and we draft this guy, we're literally just filling that hole and we're right back to square one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we really don't make any kind of progress at that point unless we get some bank out of Slay. So we would need at least a 1st rounder and some other high picks to trade him. But I hope we keep Slay, and I hope we draft this corner, and then the rest of the defense can be, situated as well. So other than that, like I said, I hope the Raiders get a wide receiver or 2 out of the draft. I think the Lions could use another big receiver as well. I don't really see Galladay or Marvin Jones being number 1 receivers. I think they're very good, but I don't see them being like a big number 1 like Julio or Hopkins or anything like that.
Gosh.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I would like them to get another guy. You're Derrick Henry. I'm not sure if he's going back to the Titans.
Really?
Yeah, he might. He's a free agent, so they might not sign him. They still might, but
Why would they not? I mean, unless somebody else scooped him up, I don't see why they wouldn't try.
well, they might get an offer that they can't match or something like that.
I see.
It just depends on the team's salary and their cap space and things like that, and how much money they can spend. So, say they have like $60 million to spend, and this guy wants $30 million a year. Well, there goes half your fucking cap just to one guy. So,
Yeah, so you're definitely that's a stupid question. He's definitely moving up the totem pole then, right?
yeah, I mean, he led the NFL in rushing yards last season. So, and
It was
really,
like such a
off.
fluke that I fucking drafted him anyway.
yeah, Yeah.
Oh my god.
He had a pretty rough start, and then he had some on and off games, but he's really turned into a workhorse. He
Oh,
literally is
that's
a
insane.
workhorse. His ponytail that hangs out of his helmet literally looks like a braided horse tail. Like, that some bitch is thick, dude.
Yeah. I've only seen him from like in the app, and he looked pretty fucked. But then I saw some pictures, and I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah, when he runs, he has that hair hanging out of his helmet, but I bet you chop that shit off, it weighs like 7 pounds. I ain't shitting
Yeah.
you, dude. That shit's that's gotta weigh him down a little bit.
Oh man, too bad you don't watch a Game of Thrones. I was gonna make a really cheesy reference that he's like one of the fucking oh god, one of the horse lord dudes.
I wish you could see the frown I have on my face.
Yeah, I know. Basically, their ponytail gets longer for like the more people they kill or some shit like that. So that's like.
Oh, that would work with him.
Yeah, exactly. Him just trucking through people. Yeah,
He souls them. Yeah.
that's why. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of the stuff that I wanted to touch on with the NFL. I've been reading the rumors and stuff like that. Things should be starting to take off here soon. With that, so I'm just happy that John Gruden doesn't plan on moving from Derek Carr. That was my big concern. So
Yeah.
yeah, but other than that, it is 6:10. I am just not going to go to class now. So
Cool.
I was thinking I'm not going to remember this class in 5 years, but this podcast, she's going to be up. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, and I already told the guy that I'm missing the first class. So yeah, I'm not
Okay.
really missing much. So, but yeah, is there anything else you wanted to talk about, Bert? Because I am so close to shitting my pants right now. It's unreal.
Yeah, I know. I think you just got out of the car, ran in here, and fired
Yeah, I
everything up.
really have to shit. So
Yeah. No.
yeah,
I
I got like a nice sanitized finger plug in my butt right now, so nothing comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, oh
No,
wait,
I mean-
no, it went away.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yep, I got time now.
You just had to scare it.
Yeah, it started getting nervous.
Stage fright. Yeah.
It heard me talk about it. He's like, "Well, now I don't know now."
Yeah.
No, I wasn't joking. I literally got a shit, but no,
Cool.
it went away. I wonder where it goes.
Good
I wonder where
question.
it goes. You just start hearing me gag.
Yeah.
I remember my mom always told me that when I was younger. If you hold your poop, it'll start coming out of your mouth or something like that, or your ears or some shit.
Yeah. Huh.
That'd be so gross. Someone just starts getting shit coming out of their ears.
That's fucking sick. Yeah, like a Play-Doh toy. No
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, other than that, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the BurtnBurger Podcast. We're 6 episodes in, so we've only almost been doing this for 2 months. What's the adventure been like for you, Bert? Do you actually enjoy doing the show?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
The whole prep thing is a little spooky, but once we actually get into it and I loosen up, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, once you open the hole a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot easier if you just let it happen.
Yeah, exactly. I've known, like, since we were kids, like, I've always tried to get some kind of show going with you. Like, when we were trying to do, like Markiplier gameplays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and finally we got something going when we were in our fucking 20s, so
Yeah.
I always told you something was going to happen, cousin.
Yeah. Yeah, better late than never, I suppose.
Yeah, did you ever edit those backgrounds so we can look a little bit more professional on social media?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Did you really?
As far as you know.
Yeah, no, I think Bert doesn't care about this show as much as Burger does, unfortunately.
Maybe I don't need to get that close. I'm just a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, it's all right. When we start making paychecks, we'll just split it up 75-25, like in GTA.
Oh, yeah.
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 With the heist and stuff like that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Quick side note. That diamond heist, people say, oh, just do the diamond heist. You get $2.5 million in 15 minutes. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
It takes 15 minutes to grab all the fucking cash.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know how people can get this done in 15 minutes. And if any of you guys know where the fucking gun stash is, that'd be great so we don't have to shoot our goddamn way out of the casino with pistols.
Yes. Yeah, I'm literally just sitting there
shit.
5 feet away shooting this guy in his fucking bulletproof like head mask.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting there. He's just looking at me, laughing, and shooting me in the chest with a shotgun.
He's
like,
jerking off with his left hand and blowing your face off with his cock still, but also his shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, it's fun, but boy, is it hard. So we might have to get into that again some other time. But other than that, Bert, it's been great talking to you again, my man.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, since yesterday. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks again so much for tuning in. And the next time you hear this sexy voice, I'm going to be at home. So, we'll see. Hopefully, my family doesn't barge in and talk about how much of a piece of shit I am. But you never know.
No, it's gonna happen. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me next week.
Yeah. So. We will see, but other than that, guys, that is all that we have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this episode of the BurtnBurger Show, please leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at BurtnBurger. So other than that, guys, that's all that we have for you today. Thanks again so much for listening, and we will see you guys next time.
Oh, yeah. See ya.
See ya.